Yeah, maybe that's what it is. So who'd be watching this video? Well, Blair will watch it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is for Blair. And then I bet that those two over there, the volleyball girls, they're gonna watch it. So I'm gonna do exactly what you said, right? Because I'm recording. So there. Oh yeah, don't do the green thing. That's what I was trying to say. Don't make it look like the green thing. Okay. So there. How long do I leave this up here? Like 3 seconds and I can pause it. Okay. There's the graph. Do it more like the purple one, not the green one. There. All right. So here we are on number 2. So when we, oh, look, we're done. We got X by itself. And then this is just one where the numbers are, all we need are numbers on the X axis. So let's just dive right into this one. Where's the midline? Middy's at -20. Where's max? -15. Yeah, so 5 above. And then where's min? Yeah. I think we have all the structure we need, and then it's just always good to get a feel for like where you want to focus your attention. This one, when I look at these numbers, I feel like it's pretty right heavy, but I do need to respect the left side a little bit. So when I draw my axes, I just don't want to be a knucklehead about it. I'm going to draw it kind of like maybe like this. I'm going to leave a little room on the left side for that -3/10, but I'm also going to leave lots of room for the 17/10. And I don't like the relative positioning of this, so I can do this kind of stuff. But you do notice that all of our mid, min, and max are down low. So it really would make more sense for me to grab this. I should have put this up higher like this. So that's the way I would set it up, but you do you. You should have an x-axis and a y-axis on every graph. That should kind of be the first thing you do. And then we're going to place all of our numbers in. Our smallest number was pi over, or -3/10. So I'm going to stick a -3/10, like, I don't know, like right about here. And then our maximum one, which again, I would generally measure this out, but I'm not going to. I'm living dangerously here. I'm just going to go bam, 17/10 right there. And then what's halfway between -3 and 17? 7, because that's 10 away from each. So 7/20ths or 7/10ths should go here. And we're still on a hot streak with even numbers. What's halfway between -3 and 7? 2 is. So we're going to put a 2 like right about it.
Don't put 2.
Huh?
Don't put 2.
Yeah, I'll just reduce it now. Okay. And then halfway between 7 and 17?
5, 6.
Yeah, it would be, yeah, but it would be 12 over 20, right? Or 12 over 10, which is 6 over 5. Okay, good. And you can see my spacing isn't very perfect, but that's okay. We're going to get over it. So then I'm going to go through and I'm going to put in my min, which is -20. Just label it. My max, which is, oh, I meant midline. Sorry. And then my max is at -15. And then my min is at -25. And those should be your markers. Right. And then you draw your lines. Green line. And then 2 red lines. And what kind of graph is this? The normal sine, where does it start? Yeah, all sines start on the midline. It's just a matter of where does sine travel and where does he go? So he starts here, boop, and then he just works his way up, down, low, mid. That's what sines do. So he's going to go up to here, boop, back to midi here, boop, down to min here, boop, and back to midline here, boop. And that's that. Any questions there? Kicking butt? Get them all right? Okay. Number 3. We're gonna wedge this. In between a 0 and a 2 pi. Are you guys using your time well back there? I'm just worried about you. You seemed like you might be just distracted by something, and I would not like that to be the case. So carry on. So we have Oh, we're going to add pi over 6 over here, and we're going to add pi over 6 over here, which is going to give us 13 pi over 6. And then we're going to keep our middle as 4 pi over 9x. We could do this all at once if you guys are down. We could do it in multiple steps. I say let's just get in there and get her done. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the whole thing by 9 over 4 pi. It's just one-stop shopping if you do it this way. It just all goes kaboof like it. So you can see that in the first one, the pi's cancel. And if you just do the math as it is, you'd get 9 over 24, but that reduces to 3/8. So we should agree that 3/8 is on the left. And then in the center, we've isolated x. And then on the right, again, our pi's go kapoof. And just check your math. I feel like we went over this one yesterday. Divide them both by 3 and you get 39 over 2. Or 39 over 8, excuse me. Yeah, that should not happen, right? Yeah, I remember that. So there we are. And again, we're just kind of right back in the same position we've been before. Our midline is at negative 24. Our max is 6 above that. So that's negative 18. And our min is 6 below, which is negative 30. So again, bearing that in mind, I think what I need is right heavy, low heavy. So when I do that, so when I make my axes, I'm going to be aware of that as I draw them. I'm going to go right heavy and low heavy. So I'm going to do this. That's my choice. I want it to be efficient. So now I'm going to put numbers onto my x-axis. So I'm going to mark them out. I'm going to put 3/8 right about here. And then I'm going to put 39/8 way over here. And again, the hot streak continues. From 3 to 39 is a distance of 36. Half of 36 is 18. So if you add 18 to the bottom one, you get 21. So midpoint is 21 over 8. And then halfway between 3 and 21, the distance is 18. Half of 18 is 9. So if you add 9, you get 12/8. Which if you divide them both by 4, you should all have 3 over 2. Still good? And halfway between 21 and 39, the distance is 18. Half of 18 is 9. Add 9, you get 30 over 8, which if you reduce that down, you get 15 over 4. So those should be your critical points. Good?
Yeah.
Right on. And then it's time to go label min, mid, max. So mid is at negative 24. So I'll just make some arbitrary mark down here at negative 24. And then down below, I'll put a negative 30. And up above, I'll put a negative 18. And it continues. Where will this graph start? Yeah, good. Remember that cosines start at their high or low, depending on whether it's a normal or a switched. This is a normal cosine, so he starts high. And so here come the points. Super quick, super easy. The first point is going to start high, so ping right there, and then it's going to follow the typical pattern: midi, low, midi, high, like that. Still good? We looking at 100% so far? Rad. Okay, let's do one more, and then I'm sorry that it's taken a while, but you will have a little time to do your whatever. You've been doing it the whole time over there anyways. Who am I kidding? The last one, we're going to sandwich a quarter of x plus 4 pi over 5 in between a 0 and a 2 pi. And again, we're going to move the constant one out. The one that's not attached to x just needs to be relocated. So 4 pi over 5 is coming out as a negative 4 pi over 5. And then on this side, that's 10 pi over 5 minus 4 pi over 5 is 6 pi over 5. And we still have the quarter of x left to deal with. And how do we kill a quarter? Yeah, tenemos que multiplicar por cuatro. See? And what do we get for the left side? Heck yeah, we do. And then in the center, mission accomplished. And on the right, what do we get? Yeah. It's not bad, is it? So let's just knock them out. When I think about, well, first off, where's MIDI? MIDI's at 51. What's max? Yep, max is at 71. Oh, my colors, I can't do the wrong colors. I won't sleep tonight. Sorry. Max is at 71 and min is at, yes. So this graph is going to be pretty balanced horizontally, but all up above. So when I build it, I want to be thoughtful of that. So I'll put my x-axis way down low, and it's a little heavier to the right, but not much. So maybe force that y-axis a little off center, but not bad. And then it's time to put in our numbers. So incoming dumpster fire, you've been warned. So I'm going to stick negative 16 pi over 5 on the left, and I'm going to stick 24 pi at some arbitrary location. Not completely arbitrary. Wish me luck. What's the distance between negative 16 and 24? Well, that's 40, and half of 40 is 20. So I feel like I should stick. That's not terrible. I could have done a lot worse than that. What's halfway between negative 16 and 4? Yeah. And then halfway between 4 and 24? 14. Can any of these be reduced? No. Yeah, they're all over 5, and none of the tops are multiples of 5, so that's it. And so we're going to go and make our marks. We're going to mark 51 for MIDI. We're going to mark 71 for max, and we're going to mark 31 for min. And then we're going to draw our lines. You guys are really good at this, aren't you? Am I wrong about that, or have you just got this down pat? Yeah? No? Doogie, how you feeling? 100% coming your way? Oh, okay. All right. Finally, we made it to the end. What kind of graph is this? Where will it start and where will it go? So where will it start? It starts at the midline, right? So it's going to start right here. Boop. And where does it go?
Down.
Down, because it's a switch sign. So it goes down, back to MIDI, up to the top, back to MIDI, and make it look good. How'd you do back there? Ace it? Hey, that's a pretty tiny little problem to have. So good job. Good job. Anyone else have any questions? I'm gonna say this on the recording. Quiz tomorrow. Today's Tuesday, so quiz Wednesday. Right?